Is everyone around you going on and on about ChatGPT, but you're afraid because you think it's too late to ask and you don't know what it is? Well, I got you. This video is for you. We are going to be talking about what ChatGPT is and how you can use this tool and leverage it to benefit you and support you in your role as an educator. So I thought that the best way to introduce you to ChatGPT would be for ChatGPT to introduce itself to us. So according to ChatGPT, ChatGPT is an advanced language model developed by OpenAI, and it is a model that is trained on a vast amount of text data from the internet, and it learns and recognizes patterns. It learns relationships, context, and language. It's been trained on a diverse range of topics and can provide information, answer questions, assist with tasks, and engage in discussions on various subjects. But one thing I want you to know is what it says about itself right here. So while ChatGPT, speaking in third person, is highly advanced and can produce impressive responses, it's important to note that it may sometimes generate incorrect or nonsensical information. So it is limited in its information and its knowledge because it was launched in November 30th, 2022, but the information is limited to 2021, so it doesn't know anything after that, so it could not provide any information. It could provide, like it says, incorrect or nonsensical information. So we need to be careful about that, because just because it's technology, it doesn't mean that it is correct. It gets its information off the internet, and is the internet oftentimes incorrect? Yes. So note, it is also sensitive to the phrasing and context of the prompts. So slight changes in the wording may yield different responses. So what this tells me is that although the information is out there in space, if we don't know how to write a command or a template or phrase a question to ChatGPT, it might vary in the responses. So it could give us what we want, and we just need to tweak it so that it could give us something different if that's not what we're looking for, or give us exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to show you some examples of that. But knowing how to write commands is crucial, and understanding how ChatGPT can be used to benefit you as a teacher. So how can it support you as a teacher? So information and content retrieval. I'm going to show you some examples of that, to curate information, sort information, chart information in tables, add links to specific resources on the internet. Lesson planning, you can ask ChatGPT to create a lesson for a specific group of students using Common Core State Standard for a specific grade and subject. Differentiation and personalization, maybe you upload a lesson plan that you have and ask it to create accommodations for students with disabilities, for a specific disability, for students in a specific level in English language arts, language development. Concept reinforcement and clarification, so it can reinforce concepts by providing additional explanations. If you are maybe looking to expand your knowledge on a certain concept that you're about to teach, it can give you some information for that. Resource recommendations, I've used this as well by asking ChatGPT to recommend certain texts, videos, podcasts, YouTube channels, to learn more about a specific topic. Classroom engagement. I've also asked ChatGPT to look at a lesson plan and include engaging activities, collaborative discussions, etc. Professional development. It can use ChatGPT. You can use ChatGPT to access professional development resources, articles, research papers, or online courses. What I like about this is that sometimes we don't have the resources, the money, the subscriptions to get like the most up-to-date of journals and articles. So what I like to do is tell it, remember this is only up to 2021, is to summarize the key points from this abstract or this article and tell them, like, list them in and pull up specific quotes that support each key point. And that's like, I'm not going to say it's cheating or stealing. It's just a workaround, and it just tells you like the basic information. It's not the whole article. So I'm not stealing from anybody. It's just information that's out there on the internet, and artificial intelligence is just helping me know the main points. And then language learning support. So I've used ChatGPT or introduced it to my English language arts students who were learning English as a second or third language. My adult learners were able to have conversations with ChatGPT, and you can tell it to act as if it were an English language arts tutor or teacher and have a conversation back and forth and check for grammar, spelling, idioms, use of vocabulary words, etc. So I'm going to show you some real examples of how I've used ChatGPT and benefited from it as an educator myself. So here's one. This is how I use ChatGPT to create a lesson plan for me. I was specific in some things and didn't mind so much that it was a bit generic in the others. So all I wanted was a lesson plan and an assignment description for English language arts 11 students to complete a mini research project. I wasn't exactly sure if I was going to use a text or how I wanted the project to look like. I just wanted some examples. And so I took this, and then I was able to say, you know what, this is actually a good idea. And then I could say, rewrite this lesson plan using the book, The Great Gatsby, and incorporate a collaborative activity that includes the use of technology integration or technology or devices, or I can insert a software program there. So the more specific you want the lesson to be, the more specific your commands can be, and they don't all have to be written for the first time, all detailed for the first command that you give. So for example, I mean, like, you don't have to have all of the Common Core state standards, the text, the collaborative activity all in the first command. You can have it, make it like pretty generic and general at first, and then give it a more specific command, and then another more specific command until you get the personalized lesson plan that you were looking for. So this example is showing you how it generates a chart based off of the resources that I asked it for. So here's the command that I gave it. Create a list of YouTube channels that focuses on teaching and learning strategies for K through 12 students with reputable reputations. Create a table with this information. One column will include a title and description of the YouTube channel, and another will include the link to the YouTube channel. Another column will include the main ideas, key concepts, and topics and bullet points that the YouTube channel focuses on. So right away, even when I wrote this, I see some spelling errors, and I see some things that could be confusing, like curate a list of YouTube channels that focuses on teaching and learning strategies for K through 12 students with reputable reputations. Are the students the ones with the reputable reputation? And that is redundant as well. So again, you can get whatever it gives you, which is pretty nice. Like, here's a chart. It did make the columns like I wanted it to. And these are all links. If I click on it, it should take me to that YouTube channel. And here it is. So it also gave me a description of all of that, which is really neat. So there's one way that you can use it to curate resources that you need. This is another one that created an improvement plan. I've used it to create action plans. I once was feeling a little bit down, not gonna lie, and I was like, create an action plan for me, for my life. I'm so, this is my age, this is where I'm from, this is what I like, what do I do? And it brought up some things. It was pretty fun to read through, but I did this for improvement plans for school. I've done this for my current role that I'm in, supporting educators across the state. I've done this for supporting educators using a specific tool. So you can ask it to create an action plan. And then you can even ask it, like, sometimes it'll break it down, like, month 1, do this. I've even asked it to do like an action plan for month 1. So it can go, again, as specific as you ask it to be. So again, note that the more specific and clear and understandable our commands are, the more that it will generate the responses that we're looking for. And lastly, I've used it for very specific assignments. Like this one was list quotes from The Great Gatsby that are long enough to be used to create a blackout poem. So here are some quotes, and I'm going to use it live with you right now just so that you can see. how cool and how fast it is. And I hope it doesn't fail me because I've been on this page for a while, so hope it hasn't locked me out. So I'm going to just paste these quotes, and I'm going to say something like create a multiple choice quiz based off of these quotes. Again, I'm not really telling it what to look for. It's just, hey, just create quick quiz questions, and I'm going to say include the answers, and let's see what it comes up with. Okay, here's a multiple choice quiz based on the quotes. Looks like that's the first quote, and then it's going to generate a question for each quote and answers for each quote, and then it tells me what the answer is here. Of course, you want to double check this because it could be wrong. In The Great Gatsby, which quote reflects the narrator's view on the ideal role of women in society? A, B, C, or D? And the answer is C. I hope she'll be a fool. That's the best thing a girl can be in this world, a beautiful little fool. And of course, I could have given it more direct and specific instructions, but I like it so far, and I want to continue generating it. I'm going to stop it now. And then also you can copy this and paste it somewhere else. And if you say, this is not what I wanted, then you can train it to give you the answers that you were looking for. Why didn't you like this? And it's learning, you're training it to speak your language and to give you what you want in the future. So there's that option as well. So I wanted to show you ChatGPT because, in my opinion, there are many tools out there that claim to support teachers, and I think that none of them has done what ChatGPT can do. ChatGPT is free. All you need to do is sign up using your email, and that's it. You don't have to pay for anything. It can provide some advanced and different options, but for what we do as educators, it's enough to improve our life and our work and make everything, like, speed it all up. As teachers, we still need to come up with what we want our students to learn. We still come up with the commands. It's just as if it were us multiplied by a million, right? Because we're telling it what to do of something we would have done anyway, right? Or it's bringing up ideas as if we were talking to a colleague that we would have moved forward with anyway. So I'm going to create other videos showing you, comparing and contrasting ChatGPT to what other artificial intelligence tools. And I mean, until I get better evidence and I'm convinced, for right now, ChatGPT is king because it's free. It does everything that you need it to do, as long as you create a clear and well-articulated command or template. So stay tuned for those videos, and I hope that this has helped. Bye.